Hey, everybody. Welcome to Oliver Happy Hour. We are ready and back again for another episode of Oliver Happy Hour. I am Daisy O, always ready for the show. Here with my lovely siblings, as usual. Debbie Deb, here in the building. And Darren.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, my bad.
Turn your mic down. Turn
My
it
bad.
down.
My
Turn
bad.
down
My
the
bad.
mic.
My bad.
Turn your mic down. Turn your mic down.
Turn
We are on the
your
radio.
mic down.
All right, guys. This week we're talking about what's poppin'. Jerry, you got to hit us with our song because we need the. Okay, he needs time to cue it up.
I know what you're saying. Like
So-
he's supposed to give you some lead time.
Okay, great. So this week we're talking about what's poppin'. It's been a lot that's been going on in the beginning of 2023. You know, we're already in another month, and we ready. What's poppin'? Yeah, too many of
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm a little off today.
Child, he was doing all the effects, okay?
Too many. He
Too
had
many.
them all
Too
on.
many. My bad. My
All
bad.
the effects were sorry, guys.
Yeah, I was hitting it earlier. Maybe it was just I haven't eaten all day. Maybe it's that.
Yeah,
we were
perhaps.
getting a little
Okay.
hangry.
Perhaps. Thank you for our song. After
That
all
was a
that.
low-key epic fail, but it's okay.
I know that was really bad. Oh
we
my
can
goodness.
come back. Next time we go to West Poppin', we gonna have
we need to
together,
we need to
okay?
pre-record it.
Yeah. I
We've
told
been
you.
saying that since
I told you, dear.
2021.
We need our cue. We just need to play
No, we
the
probably been
same
saying
one.
that since 2019, probably 2018.
Just play the same one every time. Oh, God. So we have some celebrity news, and we'll start with the bad news first because there has been some recent deaths, including Twitch, the boss. We were talking about him in the last episode. We just wanted to honor his life again.
Right.
Priscilla Presley, Elvis Presley's daughter, passed away recently as well. Bless her soul. She also has a surviving daughter. I think she has a daughter as well.
And her
Two
mom.
daughters.
Yeah, her
And
mom.
her-
Her mom is
oh.
still alive.
And her mom is still alive. Bless
Yeah.
her soul. Barbara Waters
Oh, yeah.
passed away. The news will never be the same. I don't think without
Right.
her. I think she has been an epic
Yes.
news host.
Yes,
Bless her soul. She lived a
Mhm.
good life.
she did.
Kristie Alley. It Takes Two.
I know, Kristie Alley. I love
Lord,
her.
just she was battling with cancer. I believe
Yeah.
it was colon cancer for years. And she passed away last year as well. Paul Benedict passed away.
I'm not sure
Who
that
said
is,
his
but
name before? I'm
Paul
sorry.
Benedict.
Who is?
Who? Yeah. Who was
Paul
Paul
Benedict
Benedict?
passed away.
Okay.
I seen who he was.
He was an American actor. Oh, he was a guy who was on he was on the Jeffersons.
Yeah,
He was a white
on-
neighbor on the Jeffersons.
Oh,
You know, the neighbor who would always talk like this. Hello, George.
yeah, right.
You know, don't you think that
Yeah.
maybe I could get some Pepsi?
I cannot.
Yeah, bless his soul as well. Franco Harris passed away also.
Actually, Paul Benedict died in 2008, Daisy.
Oh my
my bad.
God. Why is his name-
Oh,
Franco Harris.
Oh,
Franco
no.
Harris passed
Yeah, Franco
away.
Harris.
Another epic
Yeah,
fail
epic.
this week.
Well, Franco Harris was a great football player.
Yes.
Football player.
Yes.
Pittsburgh Steelers
Mhm.
passed away.
Yes, and the championships are today for the different leagues leading up to the football Super Bowl game. Another passing of another football player. I'm sure they're going to honor him at the Super Bowl. I
Of
believe,
course.
more than likely. So let's get into some other news, and we just wanted to say R.I.P. Rest in heaven. Get your flowers.
Yes.
Megan Thee Stallion and Torey Lanes. You guys had some news about that. Was that an abrupt transition? That was so fast. Was it too fast of a transition?
Very much so.
I gotta keep us moving, guys.
You should just been like, speaking of dead niggas, Tory Lanes.
Oh, gosh.
well,
Oh, I don't know if I don't even know about this case. I was gonna defer to you guys.
Oh yeah, well, basically Tory
He was
Lanez.
convicted of 3 felony counts after shooting Megan Thee Stallion in 2022, basically.
Woo, he shot her in the foot.
Yes.
Yeah, but look, I think and this was a trial by jury, right? The jury
Yeah.
decided that, and if you guys hold on, Devin, if you could go into it, because I'm gonna try to find the dad's. Where's Tory Lane's dad?
Child, Tory
I
Lanez
wanted to get
dead.
the video of the dad outside the courthouse.
He is crazy.
This is an injustice.
Yes, he was.
So I'm gonna cue up the video,
Oh, Lord.
and Devin, you can go keep. Yeah, what else about the incident?
Okay, so the jury found Tory Lanes, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, guilty on 3 felony counts, including assault with a semi-automatic handgun. He faces more than 20 years in prison and could be deported back to Canada.
Damn.
Yeah. So, Darren, you want to know? Do you want?
Yeah, let me cue up what his father had
Okay.
said outside the courthouse. This was before. This was right after the.
After the.
No, this was. Yeah, I think this was.
After they convicted him.
Yeah, wasn't it the conviction? Yeah, after the conviction. Let's see. Here's what he. This is his father.
You, Jay-Z. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Taw.
Okay, he's
And
angry.
then
Okay.
Lyle, he's
That's his
who
dad?
acted so dumb.
Yeah. So yeah, he's upset. So I was trying to get. This is a longer clip than I thought. I just really wanted the second where he said, "This is a travesty of justice. Like this is the worst injustice in the history of the United States."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, come on, like, dude. First of all,
It's been way more.
take your ass back to Canada with that shit."
It's
Because
been
that's
way
really,
more
Tory Lanez is
injustices.
really, Daystar P. He's really a Canadian. So go take your ass back to Canada with that, for one.
Mm-hmm.
2, yeah, no, this isn't the worst travesty what's in, because
It's
really,
really not.
the cementing evidence that was released post the conviction was Tory Lanez calling a homegirl, because that's the big part of the case that nobody was really talking about.
Exactly.
Is that what was her name? Homegirl, Meg's supposed best friend,
Oh, okay.
former best friend, was
Ooh,
over
what's her
here
name?
trying to plead the fifth, and basically she was trying to make it seem like she was the one who shot
Oh.
Right.
Meg.
So that's why they're not friends anymore.
Oh
because
yeah,
she was-
I wouldn't be friends with no person like that who
she
just
took Tory's side.
yeah. I mean, because Tory paid her $1 million to do that.
Oh my god.
They paid her $1 million to go up there and to act as it. I mean, to recant her statement, which was that he shot her.
Mhm.
To like, oh, I didn't see anything. I was really drunk, and and basically it was a
Not
tactic they were
find her
trying to use
name.
to try and make it seem like another woman had also pulled the trigger,
Interesting.
or that it was like, yeah, they were just really trying to convolute
Kelsey
everything.
Harris.
Yeah, Kelsey Harris.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, so what ended up happening is that they released a audio clip of Tory. Of Tory and Kelsey. Is it Kelsey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey Harris. So let me see if I can pull
Well,
up this.
they said that he offered both of them $1 million.
Who, Meg?
Meg and to keep quiet about what
But
happened.
that was too late because it was already out there. He was already talking shit.
Right.
So he could have, yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, she was gonna she wasn't gonna say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So look.
An inmate at LAPD
So this
jail.
is Tory.
This call is subject to recording and
He's
monitoring.
calling
Press 1
Kelsey
to accept the call.
from
To deny
LAPD.
this call,
Dumbass don't even recognize that they be recording
thank
this
you for
shit.
using Telmate.
Glad we give out free calls now.
Y'all got all 6 and 8 things.
Huh?
Y'all got out. Everything y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
Why what?
I think they were at
So what?
Cedars-Sinai.
You're listening to Street
I
TV.
said Megan.
Where you at?
I don't know.
I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like that ass, nigga. I never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like,
Why was you
whatever.
talking to her like, bro, nigga?
You know what? That's what I don't like
What?
about. That's what I don't like about
Right.
motherfuckers today is that they sit up there and say this bruh on and all this shit. Will you learn some fucking words?
Language.
My bad.
Right.
Excuse my language, even cursing about it. But like,
Yeah,
you know,
learn
But why?
some
She's
English.
a female. Why are you calling her bruh?
bruh.
Why are you calling her nigga? Like she,
Right.
like she's the homeboy.
right. If anything,
Like-
why don't your dad
And then y'all was messing. He was messing around with her before he started messing with Meg.
Oh my god.
Like
This
weirdo.
is messy. It's
very messy. Very, very, very messy.
So is he's charged, he's in jail. He's
they
done-
have to sentence him. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they
They-
sentenced
his-
him already.
sentencing hasn't come up.
Yeah, I
yet.
don't think his
Okay.
sentencing has come up yet. But hey, I mean, you have to serve time, buddy. You know, you shoulda shouldn't have did that. Why? I'm trying to figure out what in his right mind. I don't give a damn if you are drunk.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even an excuse. I was so drunk, motherfucker. You sound sober. I know you're sobered up now, but if you please don't please. You're so drunk
Yeah.
that you get mad at somebody for talking
Exactly.
shit to your little short ass, and you pull out a gun and you want to shoot him, and you want to shoot a woman. Not only that, but you want to shoot a woman who I guess you probably had some relations with.
Well,
Yeah.
no, they said that. It says during the trial, it says his lawyer George, I don't even know how to say his name, said during closing arguments that the argument in the SUV was between Miss Harris and Megan Thee Stallion, and that it stemmed from Mr. Lanes' revelation that he had had sex with both women.
Oh.
This case was about jealousy and a sexual relationship. That's
Yeah,
what he said.
because they were trying to make it seem like Kelsey was the one who shot Meg because
Yeah,
Kelsey
because
was
she was mad.
right because she was mad and Kelsey got paid the $1 million to go to go through it and to convolute everything and to say like, oh well, I won't be incriminated from saying this, will I? Wink,
Right.
wink.
Right.
So yeah, but I mean, okay, but yeah, that was the case. I mean, hey, fuck this little nigga. I don't know what
He
the hell
got
he
a
shot.
little
but-
man's what you call it?
I guess.
Little man syndrome. I don't know.
guess, but hey.
I don't know that. Oh Jesus! I know Meg Thee Stallion is completely embarrassed by the situation.
Hell, I'd be embarrassed too,
She
man.
has
Yeah.
been in a 2-year relationship with Partisan Fontaine or something like that. I don't know, another rapper. And it has been, I guess, flourishing. But with this case, it has. I don't know, their relationship has had like some ups and downs and whatnot.
Look,
Stemming from this case.
Look, I would
but-
feel. Look. I know it's probably not the best thing to say, but yeah, I'd feel some kind of way if I was partisan too.
He
Like,
did. He said something.
like yeah, I mean, because really, it's just like, damn, you was even fucking with this little
nigga.
this type of nigga. Like, you saw something in this
Yes.
little
Yes.
motherfucker right here with this
Right.
kind of attitude and stuff like that. I know it does. It does. It kind of
Yeah.
just speaks on taste and stuff like that. I mean, it's
Right.
not saying that like it should be unforgiven or anything like that, but like, yeah, my first reaction is like, yeah, I do feel some type of way. I would feel some type of way.
Well, he
Oh, yeah.
definitely did feel some type of way, or does feel some type of way. Like, damn, like, why did you have to fuck with this fool? Like, But I
Right,
mean, he's been supportive of Meg the whole time, so it's not like he hasn't been there or like he is like
yeah.
not supportive of the whole situation.
right.
But
Yeah.
I mean, she was Jesus. It's old. This is really old news, but
we just wanted to
we
close
just
it out.
wanted to close it out. Like
Yeah.
he has been convicted. He's facing up to 20 years,
Yeah.
and he will most likely be deported. So That's
Yeah.
No,
the
he's
end
gonna
of
have to. He's gonna have to serve his time first. I
Oh.
think before he gets the.
Child.
And really, what I
Where was he deported to? He's an immigrant?
He's from Canada.
He's from Canada.
Oh.
He's not a naturalized citizen here.
Oh.
All I'm saying is that, hey, for all that stuff that we give this little short motherfucker, can we get our money back, Canada? Can you bring some money back over here, or matter of fact, no, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but the sad part is that he's gonna have to serve his time out here in the probably. Well, I know he's in the county right now,
Mhm.
but
Federal jail?
no,
Probably
no,
not.
probably not. Yeah,
State.
probably
No.
State prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
state or out here. Who knows what? But who
Mhm.
knows? They might give him some shit where it's just like they might tell him, oh, well, you get time served and you can go pay this. Who knows? You know how they be giving all
Exactly.
these rich people.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is
As long as he
unfortunate.
pays something, he gonna pay a fine or I don't know.
Why don't you help build a new bench for the Los Angeles prosecutor's office?
I cannot.
We need a bench in our courtyard, Mr. Lanes. Will you come
Sure.
and perform some of your favorite songs as well? Some of our court clerks
God.
would really get a kick out of it.
Wow. In
I
other
mean,
news,
yeah. In other
I'm like,
news.
in other news, this is over. He's canceled.
Cancel.
But so what's happening with Blueface and Krishan Rock? I know
Oh
that
my
we
goodness.
talked about them before.
So
the
sad. It's a
domestic-
sad sight to see, man. It's
What's
a sad
happening?
sight to
Yo,
see.
so look, but no, the last thing that happened was like last week they were on what was it? What was the name of that podcast? Like they were on the name of this they were on this one podcast. And homeboy was saying some real shit to her. He was like, yo, like I would not take like the level of disrespect like that this is. And I was feeling what the dude was saying. I forget, man, Krishan. Anyway, they were on
I
this
forgot what
whatever. It was
a
on a podcast.
podcast.
But anyway, so Krishan just kept interrupting, so Blueface had security escort her out. And like
Oh.
and she's
She was
over here
throwing a
kicking.
tantrum,
She broke a
literally.
TV.
Oh my
Literally, she
God.
threw a
She
tantrum.
threw a tantrum. And I'm like,
Talking about why, Blue? Why are you doing that? It was just
That girl's crazy.
It was too much.
That girl's a little girl inside. She's
She
not
really
an adult.
is.
And it's just like, and I don't care. Like you get on Twitter and everybody's saying like, oh well, Krishan, Blueface is such.
She wasn't given enough attention as a child or
No,
something
no.
because the fact that she gets the attention that she does get, like I don't know, it's something. I don't know that it's like it fuels her. Like even whether she looks stupid or not, she don't care.
She's getting
She's
attention.
just like, yeah, like they talking about me, just like we talking about her right now. Like it's I don't know, it's weird.
But it's just, I mean, is
It's
it
sad.
entertaining? Do you guys think that
No,
that's
it's
how-
sad
kind
to
of
see.
I don't even
problematic?
want to listen to her talk because she sounds like she needs to blow her nose. Damn, like I mean, no, like
The
shit.
fact that she still don't want to, she want to walk around with a missing front tooth.
Right.
Oh, she
It's
has a
like-
missing front tooth?
Yes,
And I thought
she
he-
had gotten it. She had got
a grill or something. a
No, she got
prosthetic.
an implant. She got an implant, and then this broad, she put Blueface's face on the tooth. Like, girl, what is wrong
Well, that's
with
when
you?
I first started hearing about her crazy ass. But I heard that after that, after that incident last week, then she had released a video, and they were like, oh, they released a video. So I'm like, I don't know. To a certain point, it's like, are they doing this both for attention, or what? I know he's doing it just for attention because he's attention seeking too.
Well, he getting money too, but and then she just said that she was pregnant. She recently came out and said that she was pregnant, and then Blueface said that
It wasn't even his.
It wasn't his because she didn't have like 10 partners in the past year.
Oh yeah.
And then, but I heard, but she was pregnant, but she was beating some girl's ass up out in the parking lot.
She had been in 2 fights
since then.
after she announced
That girl's
she
a
was
liability.
pregnant.
I don't see why Blueface, somebody
Still
gonna sue
messing
She's
her
with
ass.
very much a liability. Like, girl, you
nuh-uh.
need to sit down somewhere.
So what is this Crazy in Love? Is that
That's
have
their
a
show.
TV show? It's on like VH1 or something?
No, it's not on VH1. It's on one of those shows.
Yeah, it's on a streaming channel. Shit, I don't know where all these people are getting all this fucking money from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's sad.
They don't
it's
deserve
really,
it.
It's sad to see.
Yeah.
But of course, Blue is going along with it because he getting a check.
Right, right. And they have to stay together if they want to get that money.
Hello.
Probably,
'Cause that's what
probably. It's probably got to
creates the
fulfill a
story.
got to fulfill a contract. I didn't even think of it in that angle.
Yeah, it's very
Mhm.
controversial because it's like, why do you still mess with her? It's obvious that she's crazy.
Yes.
Woo! Well, that's what's happening with them. And have you guys seen the movie You People on Netflix?
No, I
Yes.
haven't.
Featuring
good.
Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill,
Lauren London.
Nia
Nia
Long.
I forgot the other lady's name, but she was on.
She was really, really good. Yeah.
Wasn't she? Darren, what did she play on? Hold on.
He hasn't seen it, Devin, but he. Yeah,
Hold
he
on, I'm
hasn't
gonna get
seen
it. I'm
that.
gonna get it real quick.
Anyways, it was really, really good. Like,
Julia Louise Dreyfus.
okay, Julia.
What you say, Darren? Yeah, Seinfeld. That's what I
Okay.
meant.
Yeah, she's.
And David Duchovny. David Duchovny.
Okay.
Duchovny. Child, I butchered his name. I'm so sorry.
God. Okay.
Anyways,
You People is such a good movie. It is amazing. Netflix did a great job. Great
Great job.
casting. Amazing script. Hilarious. I probably haven't laughed that long, that much on a movie in a very long time. I was laughing from beginning to end. Like,
yeah,
it was funny.
Jonah Hill, if you guys know his movie history, he is known to be the comedian and known to, have all the jokes.
Right.
And the movie is so, like, I want to say it's relatable to people that are in interracial relationships. You know
Yeah.
how awkward it could be sometimes, but at the end of the day, once you get to know, your people,
Right.
or
Yeah.
get to know
Your in-laws.
Everybody comes together, and it's all they come together in love, with love, I guess. So the beginning, from beginning to end, it was great. I loved that Mike Epps was in it as well.
Oh yes,
he did a little cameo. He played the uncle.
Yeah. No, he had some one-liners in there that I'm
Yes.
telling you, like,
Mike
I'm gonna remember
Epps
that.
is definitely one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite comedians.
Oh my
'cause
God,
he's
them
hilarious.
one-liners had me going, like,
Yes,
for
he
real.
is crazy. But
So
it was
funny.
like I said, it's definitely relatable. Like, Jewish people can relate to it. Black people can relate to it. Yeah.
White people can relate
White
to
people
it.
can relate
Like,
to it.
No, it's very relatable.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's a good movie. Highly
Yeah.
recommend it. And then
Los Angeles based as well.
Yes, LA based.
They're in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I really, man, because leading into some scenes they were playing, rap music, because that was something that they connected on.
Oh yeah, and then they played Nipsey.
The culture.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta just see
yes,
it,
we're
'cause I'm
not
not
gonna
trying to spoil it for y'all, because I
Devin,
will spoil
I'm trying
it.
to move on.
Sorry.
You keep talking about it.
It was so good. It was so good, guys. I keep talking about it. I'm sorry.
No spoilers. Okay, no spoilers. We don't want to spoil the movie, but do watch it, and I think it's going to be nominated for Oscars. It's that good.
Yes.
Okay, the documentary of BMF. What is that? I don't know who put that on here. What is that?
Well, I'm watching the actual show on Stars, and it's not a documentary, but they do have a BMF documentary. Basically, it's just a BMF. They say it's Black Family Mafia, or Black Mafia Family. Sorry, or oh my God, what is the other one that they called it?
Blowing money fast.
Blowing money fast. Yes, and it's basically about two brothers who got into the drug business and made it big from state to state. And yeah, they finally got caught. They come, and it's crazy because they come from like a Christian loving family. Like, their parents were. It's not like they were in a broken family.
So
or
they had
anything
no
like
reason.
that.
They had no reason to get into this.
They
business.
just wanted the money, basically. Yeah. So it's an interesting story.
Okay. The documentary of BMF.
Both the documentary and the show is on Stars.
Okay, I haven't heard of it that much. So, but there's also a 1619 project coming out on Netflix. Well, that just recently came out on the 26th, which is about slavery and the history of slavery in America. And there's just so much that's happening related to African American history, just in general. Did you guys hear in the news or just in that the College Board is creating an AP class for African American history? It's AP African American history.
heard
It's going
that.
to debut in February. We are obviously going to do Black History Month
Right.
in February, and so they're releasing it, this AP class. But in Florida, the governor or something like that is totally against. Governor Santos is what is his name? DeSantis. Thank you. Governor DeSantis is like totally against it, and he's like, because he thinks it involves critical race theory, CRT, which
But it's what's happened.
You know why? It's because he wants to score political points. He wants to be the next nomination for the Republican Party for president.
Shut up.
It's an easy way for him to score political points because he wants to make a wedge issue. He wants to say to the Republican base, like, look at what I'm going to do. I'm sticking it to the libs.
And it's really not called for because the AP
It's really not.
African American history class is not about critical race theory. That is a whole nother class in itself that's specifically for college students, because I don't think high school students are even at the mental or even at the developmental capacity to understand critical race theory. But they could take an AP African American history class and totally digest it, be able to understand just history. He only wanted it to include the basics. He said, I only wanted to include the basics of African American.
But look. You already made your state curriculum basic. Your whole state curriculum is basic. If a student wants to take an advanced proficiency exam, then let them take an advanced proficiency exam. Rick Scott, Ron DeSantis, keep your hands out of people's individual education plans. Right. People get tired of you meddling around with your dumb ass over into other people's business. And who are you to say so? You don't even know American history.
Well, he did say that. He said, I want it to be African American history is like American history to me. So it should just include the basics. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah, he's so full of shit. Just slap the shit. He's just trying to score political points.
Get the shit slapped out of him.
But look, if the people of Florida want to stay in Florida, stay in Florida. Fuck that guy. If he tries to become president, somebody needs to keep pointing out all these different things to him. Because look, mark my word, a guy like this is just he's no different than Trump. No. Because they don't give a damn about anything. No. Look, that guy could love black people, I don't know. But look, he will sell his soul to make up a clear characteristic of something evil just so that he can have a little bit of just so he can have a little taste of power. And that's what the hell he's going around doing, just money hungry, trying to go around fundraising from people, thinking he's going to get a $50,000 donation from some crazy-ass right-wing nut job out there. That's what he does it for. Man. That's what he does it for. Not because it has any basis or merit. Why is it that Europeans get to have a whole AP course? Why is it that you can have Italian history on an AP course? How come you can study French history on a AP course? How come you can study Latin America in an AP course? But let's talk about people who've been around here. Right. Now we have a problem. Now you have a problem with stuff, and people don't even know the history of things. That part. Over here thinking that slaves came over here out of free will and stuff.
But that's why it's important for, like you said, the 1619 project
on Netflix.
Okay. If we gotta let our children watch things like this, because it's not written in books, then so be it. At least we have some type of source that they could refer to look at and to learn from.
Well, the internet is the greatest thing that enables kids to look it up. And look, the thing is that white people like Ron DeSantis, they want to keep lying to kids and trying to tell them that America is so great. Because look, America can be great in this great ideal place if you lie about it and don't tell the whole story.
I mean, that's
honey,
yeah.
only look at me on this side because the other side is bruised. No, you look at the whole picture.
Yeah.
As beautiful as this country is, let's talk about the struggle that people had to overcome, which made it even more beautiful. It's even more beautiful today because people fought and sacrificed for it. Now, you don't have to feel ashamed because your ancestors, for white people, your ancestors went back and did all this fucked up shit. What you need to do is you need to atone for even their sins, and you need to just make sure that it's better, that you're contributing to a world that's more equal and just. You know, nobody's trying to make you feel bad. And that's what the hell Ron DeSantis, he tries to appeal to all these white people out here who don't know how to talk to their kids about these things because they never had to talk about it.
Yeah.
And they feel bad. Oh, I don't want little Johnny to feel bad that you know, his great-great-great-great-grandfather owned a bunch of slaves and we had a whole bunch of money that we're still living off of a trust fund from, and we still have our great 1850s mansion that we go to and vacation on. We don't call it a plantation anymore, but if you want to use it for a wedding, it will cost you $3,500 a night.
That part. That part.
Yeah. Why don't you guys talk about that?
Yeah, Darren, you are speaking the truth here. Let me tell you,
The
because
truth.
I was outraged when I listened to that. Because Alexa be playing my news in the morning, and CNN was covering this, and they were like excited to talk about the AP African American History class that's coming about, which is great. AP classes, advanced placement, are specifically for students to be able to take the class and transfer those credits over to college.
college.
They're
Right,
just
right.
college level classes,
Right.
which if you go to college, you'll know that African American history from certain time periods are offered.
Right.
Those are classes that are actually offered at the college level for your history general education, which every student has to take. When they get to yes, when you get to college, you have to take general education classes.
Yes.
History or humanities is one of the subjects. So it's just,
Jesus.
it blew my mind. But 1619 Project, you guys, please watch it. Please, learn something new during the Black History Month. Something that I always like to enjoy during Black History Month is just learning something new about our Black history, learning something different. So I'm really excited about the different things that are, coming about. And what are you guys looking forward to in Black History Month?
Finding out more new information.
Watching the 1619 Project.
Right. I mean, I feel like every February I would like to, because it's so much. It's so much history. I feel like learning about a new person that had made sacrifices, risked their lives, or died for the cause of freedom. I feel like there's so many heroes, Black heroes,
Absolutely.
that we still don't know about.
Yeah.
That we still, whose stories were unwritten. So I'm looking forward to learning new things.
Yeah.
Hearing
I
new
agree.
stories, yes.
Absolutely. What about you, Darren?
Yeah, I want to hear the everyday stories. The stories that you don't hear about often, the pictures and images you don't see very often because they're very personal.
Very.
I think, we need to just normalize all these things and people and what they did, because many times I think we do just idolize these special people.
Right.
We idolize celebrities. We idolize entertainers. We idolize athletes. As if they are our only contribution to society.
Yes.
And there are many people,
Many
scientists,
others.
lawyers, doctors, social workers, people who've managed businesses,
People in
or
the
started
Air Force,
businesses.
or people
in
in
the
the
armed
Marines,
services.
or in the
There's many people who have contributed to what Black history is and continues to be, and their stories deserve to be uplifted as well too.
Absolutely.
Because if we continue to just think that entertainers and athletes and celebrities are who represent us, then we'll continue to be riddled by having people like Torey Lanes, represent us
Okay.
with his, Canadian bacon ass.
Not Canadian bacon.
You know?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just thinking about, some of the great poets of our time, like Bell Hooks, Zora Neale Hurston,
Yes.
Angela Davis. I mean, she's definitely so many things. Audre Lorde, Toni Morrison. Have you guys seen her documentary on Hulu?
No,
I
haven't.
highly. She passed away, bless
Of
her soul, in
course.
2019.
She was the
And
one that wrote The Bluest Eye, right?
yes, and right before that, she did a documentary before she passed away. And let me tell you, it's probably one of the best documentaries I saw last year.
Aww.
Very, very good. Toni Morrison. I named my plants after. I named Maya,
Poets.
Tony, Malcolm X, MLK. Like I named my plants
Yes.
after like all these great like people. So and then I got a new plant recently. So I'm gonna try to find someone new to name it after. But yeah, definitely check out all of these great documentaries, great content that's coming out. And speaking of Black history, did you guys know Beyonce was paid $35 million $35 million to perform in Dubai. Do you know what kind of flex that is?
That's a
Dubai.
lot.
Look, I
is
saw her.
flex.
I saw her. It was a video of
She
her,
put
and
on a
she
good
was. It was just
performance.
water, and I was like, why the hell is she in the middle of this fucking fountain like this? But for $35 million, shit,
She put on a show.
Yeah, I would do that too.
You know what I love about Beyonce?
Just stand in the water.
She was just standing in the water. I was like, why is she not getting your hair all wet? I'm like,
No,
girl, they got the water on too high.
No,
Water
it's
is
not
on
even
too
about
high.
that. It's about her actual voice and what she could actually. I love her because she sings the same freaking songs over and over again, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that she could remix it and she could do these different, tones and cadences and with her voice, like she could do opera, she could go from tenor to alto to soprano. Like she will put on a freaking show and still be bomb. Okay.
I mean, and she can do it. And the reason why they chose that location, Darren, is because the Burj Khalifa, that area in Dubai, is specifically a place that is right next to the mall that's like the world famous, one of the largest malls in the world, if not the largest. And it's just where everyone convenes to go shopping. It's like a touristy spot and everything. So they have this water feature show, kind of like at Disneyland, every hour on the hour. So Beyonce was just there while the water show was happening. That's what it happens every hour on the hour.
So
like
they didn't
that.
turn the fountains off while she was
No.
performing. They were like, okay, we just.
I mean, they were like, you can be in that fountain. I'm telling you, is like a place where so many people go.
And like they get wet in the fountain and stuff too.
No, they don't go into the fountain. It's just a place where so many people go to like visit.
Yeah.
So it's just a very common area in Dubai.
Wow. I mean, hey, it had to have been part of the show. She knew, so yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no.
Yeah. All right.
And it's beautiful there. Like, and when I say Dubai flexed, it's because what other country has paid her that much money to come for one day?
One day.
It was one performance. It wasn't like she was at the Rose Bowl. She was in San Diego. It wasn't a world tour.
Yeah. Right.
That was that one night. That was their world tour.
$35 million. Come out here.
And it was all the
And
sheiks,
they
the
knew
royalty.
she was gonna put on a show.
And did she?
She definitely did.
She was worth every penny to them.
Every penny.
Oh my!
I mean, and what she was wearing, even she got away. Like her dancers, obviously, like you're supposed to wear cover ups when you're walking around. It's a Muslim country, so you're supposed to wear women are supposed to cover their heads. But if you're a foreigner, you don't really have to. But she had her dancers kind of like wear
just a respected
headpieces, and then but she was just out there. Her titties were out, like I mean, and they let her do it. That's what I'm like.
Well, $35 million. Yeah, I think But I mean, yeah, it was cool that she,
that was her second time performing in Dubai, I think.
Well,
I don't know. Well, yeah, she had performed for somebody.
Like a private.
It was like a private.
Probably for the crown prince of Saudi Arabia.
And she had her hair. Well, she had like a thing over.
back then. Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
But you know,
Dubai is
they- but
I think it's
over there, they're trying to liberalize a lot of
Yes,
things
they've
or
been doing.
secularize a lot of things
Mhm.
because,
That's good.
well, yeah, it's good, but the World Cup happened out there, and like they couldn't no beer or anything inside the stadium, so that was
Mhm.
very controversial. But one of the things that they're trying to do is trying to secularize a lot of things because that's what ends up happening is people leave the country to go do stuff like go to see concerts because look, the world consumes everything that we do. Like all the stuff that we listen to, all the big songs are big over there too.
Mhm.
Like nothing is special about our stuff.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing is
Yeah.
special because everything that we listen to, they're listening to over
As
somewhere
well.
else if they got
Exactly.
access to a radio.
Because we
Mhm.
definitely not listening to no no Dubai rappers. Like we wouldn't even understand.
No, we're not. But
No.
they know about they know about 50 Cent.
Right.
They know about 50 Cent is a real old artist.
Yeah,
they
but
know about
that's
other people.
but I mean, just think about that. What you said. We don't know anything about them, but they know things about what we're doing
Yes.
in America.
Mhm.
Just think about how isolated we are, but also just how how open we are to share our information.
Right.
They're not necessarily like that.
The
Like they
same
don't.
way.
Yeah, it's a much older country. Like
Mhm.
just I think America is still pretty young and still growing, but they're still very kind of set in their ways and inviting Beyonce, letting her show her titties and like dance with her short skirt, her short dress and everything. It was kind of a way for them to be like, okay, we're welcoming you guys
Right.
into our space as
Right.
well. Like this is kind of a way to express just the unity or like the union that we're creating, even with the
Yeah.
oil trades
Right.
and all that stuff. It was like I think there was a lot of intention politically about it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
For
But good
sure.
times. You guys check out that performance. I don't know if it was released officially, but
Well, yeah, probably not. I mean, it's
I don't think so, but
yeah.
If
it was just different clips that we were able to see.
Yeah. I mean, if that happened out here, a $35 million performance, you know damn well that it was going to be packaged and sold. and
Definitely.
the rights.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely.
Totally.
Okay, so yeah, what's next?
I was going to say, any other popular news that you guys have learned about that you want to chat about as we close it out? Anything about Black history that you're doing? Anything that's come
I
up?
wish I had a kente cloth to wear to work every day of the month because I typically work with Asian Americans, Japanese and Koreans and Chinese people, and I want to say it's about 3 Black people inside the office, and other African Americans that are there. They are typically in the warehouse. But I feel like they all obviously they know that I love my culture because I will go to work in a head wrap, wear it, with the tied up, or wrapped around my head, and they ask questions like, "Oh, I love or they'll compliment me and say, "I love the way you wrap that, you wrap it around your head," like, but yeah, I want to wear some African attire.
Okay.
Nice.
Just see what they say.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Do
need
it.
to bring out my.
Do it.
Well, then I do
Dashiki.
have that
Yes.
dashiki that you got me from Ghana.
But look,
You
I remember
should.
that got dashiki. I mean, I bought it in Ghana. I did, but I think that thing is made in China because I remember.
I think the tag did
when-
say
when-
made in China.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it does.
Doesn't come from
A
China.
lot of the textiles in Ghana were from China. You know what doesn't come from
Oh,
China?
you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But I remember I was talking to my good friend Kelsey. She had studied abroad in Beijing, and she was saying how when we were way back when I was studying in Ghana, then she had saw a picture of me. Well, no, first she set it up. She was like, well, she had went to this rural area in China, and she saw what was a dashiki, and she's like, oh my goodness, like this is so like, and she saw that I had on one too in a picture. She was like, what? You are just like, wait a second. How? Yeah. Anyway, but but I think I'm gonna wear some cloth, some nice good cloth one day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do it.
Just so people could be like, oh, what's your... so I can introduce them. Yes, it's Black History Month.
Yes,
Okay?
Devin.
So
I heard that. Yeah. You guys, and we want to encourage you to do something special for Black History Month, whatever it is,
Right.
whatever you want to do, whatever you want to learn that's new, just do it and let's celebrate our culture.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys, we're going to close it out with Proverbs 3, 5, and 6.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. You guys have a good one. Take care. We'll see you next time. God bless.
I believe in fate. They want to know where I'll be in 5.